you live, straight out of your mama's basement. DJ Drew proudly presents the Ketchup After Show. Like, comment, and subscribe. What she said.
The part of Maze Gilliam's security director will now be played by Muhammad.
Nothing is gonna stop me.
What is going on, y'all? Back here again with another edition of your Raising Kanan review, episode 9. Streets need a body too, y'all. What a button that, man. Famous. I'm proud of you, man. Man, good episode. Hold on, y'all. Southside. I would say it was kind of underrated. I'm just going off of what I'm seeing in the atmosphere out there. A lot of bodies were dropped tonight. Good build up, a little somewhat calm before the storm. You know, that is episode 10, the finale. But I do feel, for some reason, I feel like it was missing something, but I just can't point it out. But it was a good episode. It was action packed. We had 3 bodies drop. This is I think this is a record, y'all. This is a record. But yeah, as opposed to my normal review, this should be a little bit shorter because I am going after the major hits tonight. Just things I'm interested in. I don't feel like recapping the whole episode, y'all. I think I'm gonna get away from doing that. I did like my top moments for episode 9. I really like that that format, so I'm gonna kind of combine it with my normal routine here and just hit the top moments. But of course, I'm handing out awards tonight. There were 3 bodies dropped, but I can only give body of the week to one person. So we'll see who that is tonight. But I would like to start off with the MVP. I got to give it to Rock, man. MVP. Of course, she led the hit on Cartier. We're going to be talking about that, the downfall of Cartier. Can we just acknowledge this right here, man? Fire. That outfit, god damn. That's why I had to give her MVP, man. She was hidden with the attire, the fire attire. Of course, she took Cartier out at the end of the episode with the help of Lulu. So yeah, I would definitely have to give my MVP to Raquel Thomas tonight. Congratulations, girl. Where my applause at? But anyway, I would love to hear who you think is the MVP of this episode. There were some contenders tonight. Lulu did his thing. Marvin, maybe. I'm gonna talk about that. Did he do the right thing? Y'all? But other than that, and of course, Famous. How could I forget Famous? Famous is definitely in contention with MVP because that just took me by surprise. Just like episode 9 with the scene with Jukebox. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see this coming. You know, I know I answered the question a couple, episodes back. I'm like, shouldn't he be looking out for old dude? Is he gonna try to come back and get some revenge? So we kind of circle back to the whole Freddy situation. So I'm gonna talk about that in just a second here. But let's go to one of my top moments here. And of course, we start the show with Lulu, and Lulu claps back. He gets some revenge. He avenges Renee's death, even though I think Marvin should have did that. I understood that, he should have laid low after that hit or whatever. But I'm just like, I'm not understanding with Marvin, man. Marvin is not getting any points on the board this season. Is bothering me. He didn't take out Tony. I I think he should have did that directly. And just like with this, he shot. Well, it wasn't really his girl, but he was about to clap, but Jimmy messed it all up, man. But yeah, Jimmy is his lights are is turned out now. So but yeah, I might have to rescind Lulu's uh invitation to the Horseman Hall of Fame. So I'll be pondering. It depends on episode 10. I gotta see what he do, man. But I said, Lulu, if you get 5 bodies this season, you will be redeemed. He's very close. Let's count him. Crown. Now Jimmy. I'll give him Cartier, even though that was a partnership with that one. I'll give him that one. So we got 3. Am I missing anything? So if you give me 2 more, and you will be forgiven, Lulu. I will accept you back. But yeah, so that was Lulu there. Lulu claps back. But I also want to talk about, how Lulu comes through for his brother when the time is needed. Like last season, we kind of saw the reverse when Lulu with the house fire, and then Marvin went ham. So you see that brotherly love going on. So I enjoyed that during this episode here. What else we got here? Let's talk about Muhammad Malcolm. Is Malcolm trying to change all this, man? I didn't know he was a Muslim. So this came out of nowhere. So I guess he's trying to practice the faith. I do really think Malcolm is trying to change. Ever since hearing that Kanan is his son. So you got to give it to him. He may be in the running for Father of the Year, man. But as you know, when you try to bond with your kid, I just think trouble is around the corner for Malcolm. I just fear for his life. But I do think Rock is eventually going to try to get him out of here. That's what I think, but we shall see. What else we got here? I already said that. Burke must be stopped. Another major thing going on this episode. Of course, we have Sam, the crackhead, who needs his lights turned out immediately. Marvin, come on, man. I'm gonna get to that in just a second. But of course, we start off the episode with Sam. He got popped for some drugs. So in order to get out of jail, he says that he has some information, and basically told Burke that Kanan was the guy that shot Malcolm. So now things are about to get even worse for your boy Malcolm and Kanan. So unless they put a stop to this somehow. So I do see kind of the downfall of Burke happening right here. Of course, Malcolm is going to be on her ass. And then you saw the police chief. He made a call to internal affairs. So I don't know what's going to be going on with that. So that can't be good for her. And then, of course, we got the story that Malcolm floated around to Nicole's dad, that basically she was, tricking out young girls or something like that. So I wonder what's going to happen with that. Is Juke going to go along with that story? I don't know. But speaking of Jukebox, I did want to go to that conversation she had with Kanan. It's not really a major moment, so to say, but it's something that interests me. Going back to that conversation with about Palomar and Kanan is, the whole, if it's a woman, is it right, versus it being a man that's taking advantage of the minor. And, that was a good topic of conversation. So they kind of somewhat brought that conversation back with the dialogue that they had with Jukebox saying, if it was a woman, it's different because it's a woman. Or Kanan said that. I'm getting my words mixed up. I believe Kanan said that it's a woman. It's different, Juke. That's what he said. So when he was comparing, basically like father, like son, Kanan being like Malcolm when they brought up the fact that he must have been 20 something when Rock was like 16. But that just brought me back to that topic of conversation from episode 8, I believe. Just a little bit controversial, but yeah, is it it's definitely a double standard, a double standard that you can do nothing about. But I think it's more celebrated when the woman takes advantage of the male versus the male taking advantage of the woman in this case. But anyway, that's just something that caught my attention right there. All right, next moment I want to talk about here. Unique is solid. I got to give it up to Unique, man. He was solid in this episode. As much reason he has to sell rock out to the Italians, he's standing in his character. He's not snitching, so I gotta give it up to him for that. So my question is, ultimately, what is he gonna participate in this upcoming war? There is a war that's coming. So is he gonna participate? Is he just gonna be on the sidelines? What's going on with Unique? And I don't know. Unique seems to have become somewhat of a side character now. I just don't feel him as a major threat at this moment, but that could all change in episode 10. But I feel like he's kind of falling back as a villain, so to say. But who knows? He may be teaming up with Rock in the next episode. We shall see. But yeah, I had to give Unique his props in this episode. All right, next up, did Marvin do the right thing? I can tell you right now, no. I was like, Marvin, what are you doing, man? So, he's, of course, having his whole dilemma right here of becoming a better person. We saw him eating out with Jukebox at the diner or whatnot, even though he was supposed to be laying low. Like, why are you in public eating at the diner? But whatever. So pretty much he's trying to change. And during this part of the episode, he's supposed to off Sam, the crackhead, and he decides to let him go. He puts him on a bus, gives him a wad of cash. I'm just like, come on, Marvin, you know better. But and then of course he doesn't go like he's supposed to. He gets right off the bus, but the way they were shooting it, I thought maybe Marvin was following him, and after the bus passed, I thought Marvin was just gonna be standing there like, I thought I told you to leave. That's what I wanted to happen, but nothing. So hopefully we get Sam up out of here next episode. We shall see. But I'm a little disappointed. I'm a lot of disappointed in Marvin, man. Come on, man. Come on, Marvin. We about to switch places here. Maybe we need to get rid of you instead of Lou. Next up, Famous catches a body, man. I was not expecting this at all. Let's kind of go to what led up to this. Of course, he's getting kicked out of his apartment because he doesn't have the money, of course. He tries to get the studio time as a barter situation, with the landlord. But of course, he's met with resistance from Cartier. At this point, he's like, hey, we ain't giving out no free sessions up in here. So at this point, I'm just getting tired of him. I'm like, let's get rid of Cartier already. He's like in the studio. He's all in the video. But the Suge Light, man. But yeah. So after that fails, they then have a scene where Kanan and Famous, they ran into old boy again, Freddy, and he's buying pizza. And this was one of my favorite parts of the episode. Kay was like, yeah, you ain't gonna do shit. So he just punked Freddy out. Freddy didn't do nothing. And then so Famous, of course, feeling the pressure, he got to get that cash. So he decides to rob Freddy at gunpoint. And of course, Freddy wasn't giving it up. But Famous let that thing go. And of course, somebody saw it. We saw the door opening. It might have been that old dude from last time or whatever. We saw somebody open the door. We didn't see who it was. So somebody witnessed what happened. So we got is Famous going to jail? What's going to happen here? I don't know. But I do think Famous might have some new bars now. He's definitely going to put this on wax. I shot Freddy, bang, bang. But other than that, I believe I have one more moment. So y'all already know what it is. The downfall of Cartier, man. I did not expect him to go out in this episode. I thought he was possibly going to make it to next season. But yeah, they got him up out of here. Of course, early in the episode, Tremont, Rock got his guy out of jail, but in order for him to work with her, he said, you got to get rid of Cartier. And that's exactly what happened. So she set him up, and then she didn't give him no play early in the episode. He was, hey man, that's Symphonist. That's Symphonist ill nana. You cannot have that. But yeah, so she shut him down. And that scene right there, so, he was trying to buy into her organization. So, and then after that, we go towards the end of the episode here. Of course, she brings Lulu along. And then they catch him in the elevator. And that's the end of Cartier right there. But speaking of body of the week, there can only be one. I had a hard time choosing between this and Famous. I thought it was either one of those, but I definitely had to go with Cartier getting his lights turned off right here. And I like that little line he spit before he got shot. He said, fuck you, bitch, and fuck your family. Hold on, man. Hold on. So let me play body of the week, y'all.
Bitch, fuck you and fuck your family.
How's that shit go? You done fallen and you can't get up, nigga.
Where my button at, man?
He dead.
He is dead. All right, so that was body of the week. And but yeah, I definitely thought the episode ended strong. Even though I still feel like something was kind of missing from this episode for some reason. But I give it a solid 8. I say 8 out of 10. Even with all the bodies dropped, I still feel like something was a little bit off with this episode for some reason. All right, y'all. So I feel it's only befitting to end the show with Streets Need a Body, man, in honor of Famous's first body, first and only probably, but it definitely surprised me, man. Definitely one of my favorite moments of the show here. But tell me some of y'all favorite moments from the show. If y'all like today's video, make sure to hit that like, subscribe. Hold on, y'all. The streets need a body. All right, y'all. I'm finna get up out of here. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.